My name is H.A. Goodman, and I'm an author, columnist, and journalist. And to read my writing and to see my latest CNN appearances and my MSNBC appearances, you can go to hagoodman.com. I'm going to explain something to everyone who is distraught or who is feeling anger and frustration, disappointment, and just the same emotions that I've been feeling regarding Bernie Sanders endorsing Hillary Clinton. Bernie Sanders has not suspended his campaign. So Bernie's still technically in the race, but he endorsed Clinton. So he's playing ball for the DNC or for the Democratic Party because he ran as a Democrat. That doesn't mean he's abandoning you or me or the movement. Dr. Jill Stein is still running, officially running for the presidency for the Green Party. She is a very valid, strong, powerful option. I wrote today that she is the most powerful woman in progressive politics, or in American politics, and that's in the Huffington Post article, and I'll put that below. So I was just published in the Huffington Post, and I will be published in a whole bunch of places advocating Dr. Jill Stein and the Green Party, and correlating Bernie Sanders to her rise in politics. But you have to understand something. Bernie can still win. Dr. Jill Stein can win as well in many ways. How is this possible? Well, first off, Congress is now going to investigate whether Clinton lied under oath during the Benghazi committee. She did. They will get her on perjury. If they don't get her on perjury charges, she'll be indicted for some other reason. Either if she wins, and I will get to the fact that she probably won't win. When you look at the polls right now, she's getting crushed by Trump, of all people, the Antichrist, Donald Trump. She can't even soundly defeat Trump in the polls, and we're months away from November. But the first part of this segment is telling you to take a breath, calm down. And I don't say this in a condescending manner because I'm upset and angry as well. Believe me, today I have to go ahead and I have to put people on blast left and right. So on Twitter today, there are, and I'll do a segment just on the people who are unethical and who have tried to silence me or tried to try to twist my words or misquote me or try to intimidate me, and they've all failed. I have no problem going up against not only the machine, the political machine, but very, very cowardly and frightened, quote-unquote progressive writers or people who claim to be journalists who want nothing more than to silence any rational debate about Hillary Clinton, a person who laughed at a child rapist passing a polygraph test. A person who made up a story, completely fabricated a story about Bosnian sniper fire. A person who voted for the Iraq War and is now going to be advised, if she wins, by Bush's neoconservatives. But the point is this. Spent 4 minutes talking about the fact that Bernie Sanders can still win. He did not suspend his campaign. He endorsed Hillary Clinton. For me, that means I now go to Jill Stein, who is running, has the campaign, has not endorsed anyone but Jill Stein. Read my article today in the Huffington Post. Talks about how Jill Stein is the most powerful person now in American politics because she decides the election. The Green Party and Jill Stein decides the election if Bernie Sanders doesn't come back or if Hillary Clinton doesn't get indicted on perjury or doesn't do something outlandish before November 8th, 2016, and Bernie is not there to pick up the pieces and run with it and win, you have Jill Stein to empower you. You have Jill Stein to tell the establishment, you're not going to take it anymore. You're not going to take perpetual wars, never-ending wars. You're not going to take fracking and the prison industrial complex and the fact that Hillary Clinton is not only a neocon, but is a person who accepts $153 million from Wall Street, along with Bill Clinton. Dr. Jill Stein is the antithesis of all of this. She wants to break up the banks. She wants to rein in Wall Street. She wants to do everything that Bernie wants to do and more from a progressive standpoint. And she focuses on Black Lives Matter and racial justice and human rights and a foreign policy that doesn't promote never-ending counterinsurgency wars. Dr. Jill Stein is an amazing woman, a fantastic human being. She's a very powerful presence in American politics. And if she takes votes away from Clinton, well, guess what? She is now the most powerful person in American politics in terms of the election. This is going to be a close election. If it's Trump, Clinton, Hillary Clinton right now is getting crushed. And when I say crushed, in Real Clear Politics right now, Hillary Clinton is up in an average of polls by 4.3 points. In an average of polls against Donald Trump, the same person that everyone at the Daily Beast, the wonderful, unethical people at the Daily Beast, and I will get to that during one segment. So we have creepy reporter guy number 2. There was creepy reporter guy number 1 who wrote a hit piece on me after politely emailing me. And I didn't email him back, so he calls me out of the blue and harasses me. Then there's creepy reporter guy number 2 I put on blast on Twitter, who actually, this person's so unethical, and I'll get to who he is in another segment, and I will definitely write about this latest episode with the Daily Beast, the public relations company working for Hillary Clinton. This guy calls me out of the blue, disassociates himself from his colleague's hit piece on me, says, "Oh, no, I had nothing to do with that hit piece. Do you want to talk? You want to give me your thoughts, HA?" And I say, "No, don't contact me again. I don't want to have anything to do with any article of or anything to do with your writing." He quotes that email to him, says on Twitter, "Well, that was what you were willing to give me. Your response to Bernie endorsing Clinton." That wasn't my response. But this is so basically called me delusional. In the article or in the piece that he politely reached out to me to get my thoughts on. So this is the type of people we're dealing with. The most unethical tabloid. So the Daily Beast is not even a publication anymore. It's basically a tabloid. So they'll call you up, harass you. This is the second person to try to harass me and to try to deceive and trick. And it's unethical to use an email rejection. So it was an email pitched to me, gave him an email rejection, and he puts the rejection as a quote in one of his dumb articles. This is after a hit piece on me where everything was wrong. So the point is this. The Daily Beast is like a tabloid now. It's not even just a public relations firm. It's a tabloid. And the next time the Daily Beast contacts me, I know exactly what to do. But the point is this. When you look at everything that you've experienced during this insane, crazy election, And I know that I have people who are conservative watching this, watching my YouTube channel. But to my amazing subscribers who are either distraught or upset or seeing, people on Facebook or social media also experiencing a whole range of emotions, understand that Bernie Sanders endorsed Clinton. He's still in the race. Dr. Jill Stein is a viable, strong, powerful option, especially because dear leader Hillary only beats Trump by 4.3 points nationally. Do you hear that? Daily Beast, TPM, Slate, Daily Banter, the wonderful Joan Walsh, the wonderful progressive Joan Walsh for the Nation. Do you hear this? 4.3 points nationally. In Florida, so there's 130 electoral votes up for grabs. According to 270 to win, Democrats have 228 safe electoral votes, 180 for the Republicans, and there's 130 toss-up electoral votes. Okay, you need 270 to win. 29 electoral votes in Florida. What's dear leader Clinton up over Trump? Just the other day, it was about 3.7 points. Trump is now up. The buffoon in chief, Donald Trump, is now up 0.2 points. You have got to be kidding me, Democratic establishment. You worked so hard for a person who barely escaped FBI criminal indictments. A person that has the same favorability numbers, practically the same favorability numbers as Trump. And Trump is now up in Florida. Now let's look at Ohio. 18 electoral votes. Clinton is up barely by 1.3 points. Big deal. Pennsylvania. How many electoral votes? 20. Clinton is up 3.2 points. Down in the Quinnipiac poll. Okay. The issue is this. When you look at swing states, and when you look at North Carolina, okay, 15 electoral votes. Clinton's up by 0.7 points. If you're up by 4.3 points nationally, if you're up by 4.3 points nationally, and in toss-up states or swing states, you're barely or beating or losing. You're losing Florida right now to Donald Trump, Hillary bot. And you claim that dear leader Clinton, who she barely beat Bernie with the election fraud and the fact that the DNC was in her pocket and the fact that Comey, the FBI James Comey, basically was H.A. Goodman, sounded exactly like me until the end where he said, I just don't think there's an intent. Even though she was too stupid to realize that her unguarded, unencrypted private server was hacked by sophisticated hackers. And the best part of Comey's testimony is that he says, well, I don't want FBI agents to have their own server. But you want the president to have, or the potential president to have her own server, because she's bringing that thing to the White House. So you're going to work overtime. Congratulations, Mr. Comey, Honorable James Comey. But the point is, she barely escaped indictments. You barely, right now, establishment hack Democrat writer. Weak, progressive, quote-unquote, progressive writer who dislikes me, watching this right now to find out who I am. You think I care about you? You think I care about you, progressive writer who wants to know who I am? You think I give a crap what you write about Clinton? But you care what I wrote about Bernie. And you care what I write about Jill now. And what I write about both of them. now and in the future. You care. So you're watching this to know who I am. I couldn't care less who you are. But the point, one of my many points during these segments is the buffoon in chief, Donald Trump, if he picks Gingrich or if he picks somebody that isn't wacky like Ted Cruz or somebody that has a little bit more gravitas than Rubio, if he picks Kasich, or if he picks Gingrich, if he picks Pence, we know that he is a plant for the Clintons, and I will write about that. And every YouTube segment will be about him throwing the election. Okay? But if you pick somebody that is somewhat respected by the Republican Party, that cancels out his insanity, Trump's weirdness, that somewhat cancels out who he is, Clinton's going to get steamrolled. And people and the people who are backing Hillary Clinton think it's going to be a landslide. There's 130 toss-up states in this electoral votes in this election. She's losing Florida today. We're months away from November. To Donald Trump, who doesn't even have a running mate yet, if he picks a decent running mate, Hillary Clinton isn't looking good. Then there's the perjury issue. Congress is going to focus on that. She will be investigated forever. This is why I say American justice with Clinton is like a boa constrictor. Slowly just tightening its grasp. So you can say, Slate wrote an article the other day. Republicans investigated for the 1,000th time. The Republicans have every right to investigate Clinton. I'm not a conservative, but Clinton is the most corrupt politician in America, the most dishonest. Trump, you know who Trump is. Trump is Trump. So Clinton is supposed to be the adult in the room, and she's like one step from the jail cell all the time. Vote Jill Stein. Stay with Bernie. This is the issue that I have. Next couple of minutes, I'm not going to go past 21 or 22 minutes, but you worked so hard. You watch my YouTube channel, and I appreciate it. I have amazing subscribers. But you work so hard for Bernie Sanders and for this political revolution and to change the paradigm in American politics. Now is not the time to worry, to be concerned, to be distraught, to be intimidated. Lord knows I'm not intimidated by anyone. There's like 5 or 6 hit pieces on me. These dumb, weak writers have a target on me. I don't care. One writer today that I know, that's somewhat well known, actually petitioned a publication not to publish me. What she doesn't know is that I'm published also in The Hill and a whole bunch of other places, including the Huffington Post, whole bunch of other places. I've been on CNN, MSNBC. She can't stop that. Wrote a wonderful article today going viral in the Huffington Post about Jill Stein. She can't stop that. Nobody can. No hater, no Hillary bot can stop me. And they can't stop you. Stay strong, stay passionate, stay energetic. Keep your optimism. Keep your belief in the future. If it's Bernie or bust, stay Bernie or bust. Wait for that slip up from Clinton She couldn't type an email without an FBI criminal probe. She lied to Congress. They're after her. The Republicans are after her. Okay? Sure, the Republicans have messed up time and again. They'll get her. The Republicans will get her. They will never, ever, 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 ever stop because she doesn't give them anything to stop. She doesn't give them a reason to stop. She can't hide forever. She can't evade forever. And if you think she can, she has controlled your mind. Hillary Clinton has controlled your mind. If you think that everyone is corrupt and she's so powerful, no. Nixon was more powerful. Al Capone was more powerful. Leaders throughout history have been more powerful than Hillary Clinton, and they've gone down too. Clinton is a human being. She'll get caught. Just stay patient. She'll get caught. But the point is this. If it's Bernie or bust, stay Bernie or bust. If it's Jill Stein, I'm voting for Jill Stein because she is campaigning. She hasn't endorsed anybody. I still love Bernie. But I wrote an article about Jill Stein today. Look at her platform. Read the article. It's below. It's going viral. But stay passionate and stay strong. Trump, this guy is like the biggest buffoon, and he is going to beat her in the polls in about 2 weeks. She was already up in the polls. Can you believe this? Hillary Clinton with everything, all her advantages, with the name recognition, with the DNC in her pocket, with foreign donors, the Clinton Foundation, the fact that James Comey said that she committed crimes and just can't find the intent because she's too stupid. This is the earnest, the Honorable James Comey in testimony. You know, the Honorable Attorney General Loretta Lynch couldn't explain if it's against the law to mishandle classified data. We're living in a world, it's not the Twilight Zone. These are politicians and attorneys first, politicians second, who hide behind semantics. But eventually you can't hide behind semantics when you deal with somebody like Hillary Clinton. So the polls aren't lying. She's dwindling in the polls. She's getting crushed. And if you're up by 4.3 points against Donald Trump with everything factored, all his craziness and insane comments and racist and xenophobia and all that stuff, and you're only up by 4.3 points nationally, and you're losing Florida today, and you're losing swing states, you have big problems. This is why Jill Stein is the most powerful woman in American politics. She can decide the election. There are two women you could choose from. Choose Jill Stein. If you're Bernie or bust, stay with Bernie. But you make a statement and you battle that machine. And don't fear Trump. Trump is controlled by Congress, and even the Republicans don't want most of what he stands for. So Trump will be controlled. They want you to fear Trump to make Dear Leader look good. But there's no way to make Dear Leader look good, Dear Leader Hillary, if you know all the things that she's done, from voting for the Iraq War, advised by Kissinger, laughing about a child rapist passing a polygraph, pretending to be shot at by Bosnian snipers, saying that she wanted to join the Marines. You can go on forever. Stay passionate, stay strong, stay optimistic, hopeful. Do not give up. Vote Dr. Jill Stein. Stay with Bernie. Bernie takes it. If she slips up, Clinton, Bernie comes back and takes it, and I will be the first person to be behind Bernie. But make a statement. And for goodness sakes, do not lose hope. Now is the time to fight. Now is the time to battle peacefully. Stay strong. And thank you so much for listening. Dear Leader Hillary is losing in the polls to Trump. Jill Stein is the most powerful person now in American politics. Thank you so much.